So welcome back. Now we will update our program. So create a new file named assistant.py. So we will go here and create a new file, that is assistant.py. Enter. Now this file is opened here. You can close this file through this cross button. Any file you can close through this cross button. And when you have to open it, just click on here and this file will open here. Now on this file, we will write this entire complete program. So I am just going to copy it and paste it. So this entire program I am copying it, pasting it, which is already explained to you in the video. So this is the program which I have copied and pasted it here. Now after this you have to just save it. So go quickly and save this. Then you can run it. So you write Python assistant.py. So I'll run it. So it has given a beautiful like this, my AI assistant, and you can ask any question here. For example, you can ask what is Newton's law, or any question for that matter. Whatever you want, you can type it. Now when you type it, it will contact with the Ollama AI model. Which model? This model. If you have downloaded 1.7b, then just change it to 1.7b. If you have downloaded 4b, then keep it as 4b, right? 4b is takes lot of memory. 1.7b is a smaller version of that. So depending upon the capacity of your laptop, you download either this or that or both, and you can utilize either this or that. Both will suffice for our purpose. Now it is taking a lot of time to respond. Our Ollama is already open in a terminal also. So we will close it so that it is little bit faster. So this I opened on the first day practical. So just close it. So /by will close it. So now this is closed. So now it will take some time to get the response, as our system is not having GPU. It is basically a simple laptop. So therefore it may take some amount of time. Now you see here it has given some error. That means there is something wrong in this. So see how much long error it has given, right? Or it has given the Newton's law. We will see here just whether it is given the Newton's law, that means the response. No, it is given Newton's law. So what is Newton's law? So it has given, that's a great questions, but it needs a bit of clarification. Newton did not have just one law. He formulated 3 fundamental laws of motion. So this is the response which you have got for your question. And beautiful thing is, after you got the response, again it is asking the question. That means it is just now working like ChatGPT, which we wanted to have. And why this is happening? Because you have written while true. So first I will ask another question. So suppose I write here, my name is Pankaj, and see what it does, what it responds. So we will see its response. Meanwhile, I was telling you that your program has this line. What this was doing is, it was beautifully printing my AI assistant. This equal to 40 times is printed. That's why you were able to see this. That's why you are able to see this line. Equal to was printed 40 times, And again this print was printing equal to 40 times, and this is my AI assistant written. So this is basically the printing of the banners right at the top. Then your while true. While true means it will keep asking the question till what time? Till the time you write some input which is quit. So see here, you said my name is Pankaj and he is saying, hello Pankaj, I am glad you shared your name. How can I help you today? Now suppose I write here, what is my name? And see what it responds is. Meanwhile, see the program again. So you have taken the user input through this input statement. Whatever message you are seeing here, it is because of the Visual Studio Code which is trying to explain that particular function, right? So it is kind of help which Visual Studio Code provides. It is little bit irritating because I am explaining it and it is popping up, but that's how it is. So this is basically the input statement. So it takes the question. For example, you have written what is my name. This question is taken in by this input statement, and this entire string is stored in the user underscore input. Since its value is not quit, it will not go here, right? If the value is quit, it will print goodbye, have a great day, and the break. What break statement does is that you come out of the loop. So break statement in the Python keep you out of the loop. So that means this loop will be finished immediately, and that's what the purpose is also, because user said quit. That means you want to close the program. Till the time user see quit, you keep on running this. That means you keep on asking the question. Now see what is happened. What is my name? And see what is the reply. I think there might be a bit of confusion here. If you are asking your own name, I don't have access to that. Only you know it. See what happened? You told here that my name is Pankaj, and once you asked what is my name, it is not able to tell you. This is the limitation of the today's program. That means your assistant do not have memory. Now we will quit it, and the day 2 we will implement the memory part. I hope this is clear to you. Thank you.